All right, Shalom, Shalom. It's another GMS lesson coming back at you. Before I do get into this lesson, I'm going to start by giving our honor, glory, and praises to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakha Kodash. Next up, though, honors my apostle, Elders Great Millstone, taught me the 100% truth of the Bible and who rule well. Peace, love, salutations to all the brothers across the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth in all diligence and sincerity. I'm just jumping right into it. This lesson is going to be a lesson on the day of the Lord, man. You know, just going to get some scriptures on, on how the day of the Lord is going to be, according to the scriptures, man, and not according to men, traditions of men and doctrine of men, but thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Bible. So let's get Amos chapter 5, verse 18, and it reads, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you?" Right, it says, "Woe to you that desire the day of the Lord." Who was that talking to? Excuse me, slacking. Who was that talking to? That's talking about the hypocrites of our people, man. Our people being the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, right? Because, these heathens, they might, claim that they're waiting for the Lord to come back and this and that, whatever. But we know that this word, this truth, right, salvation, deliverance, and all the things that are written up in the scriptures, none of that pertains to the heathens, but their judgment, right, and what's going to come, right, and when the Lord judges them. Everything that pertains to salvation, deliverance, this warning going out, right, the day of the Lord, as it pertains to the Lord delivering his elect and things such like that, all that pertains to Israel and Israel only. So when the scriptures say, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, that word woe goes into death and destruction. And those of our people who are claiming that they're waiting for the Lord to come back, right, and waiting for the Lord, to return, when they're really not even doing what the Lord has said for them to be doing in these times, man, waiting upon his return, right? So they're just, speaking of the Lord's return in vain, because like the scriptures say, to what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. And that's exactly what the end of it is for them, death and destruction. The Lord says he's going to bring the famine, sword, death, and destruction, right? So these are the things that are coming to the face of the earth, man, right? And that's going to befall all those who are, claiming that they're ready for the Lord's return, but in actuality, they have done nothing to prepare for the Lord's return, man, and they're gonna get caught by the wayside, man. So let's read on, verse 19. "As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into a house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him," right? Because this is what the day of the Lord is going to entail, man. It's going to be, of course, the day of the Lord, of the day of his actual return, but also all the days that lead up to it, right? The day of the Lord, like when people say, in this day and age, right? Oh, back in my day, right? The day of the Lord, although it is talking about, the day that the Lord is going to actually return, but what? The days leading up to his return, which we're in now, we're in those last days, rapidly approaching to his return, right? They're going to be like, and it's going to get way worse than it is now. They're going to be like unto what? Fleeing from a lion and a bear meeting you. So one situation of another, one crazy situation to another. Just imagine yourself running from a lion and you actually getting away from the lion, right? And then a bear meets you, right? A bear, even though a lion is a lion, a bear is more versatile than a lion. A bear can swim, a bear can climb, a bear can get up to, depending on the bear, can get up to 25 miles an hour running. So that's what it's going to be like. You're going to go from one dangerous situation to an even more dangerous situation. And if you find yourself getting out of that situation, you find yourself getting into a house, leaning your hand on the wall, and a serpent bit you. You just escaped from a lion and a bear, and your downfall came from a snake biting you on your hand, man. And what? And that's being likened unto, you might get away from all these things, a famine, the sword, right? And all these other things just to get snaked or backdoored by somebody that you had trusted. There's going to be a whole plethora of scenarios that our people are going to go through, right, in these days. Why? Because they didn't take time to heed and get the understanding of what we're heading into, man, and what the Lord is going to bring onto the earth before he returns. So let's read on. Verse 20, shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? Right. Shouldn't it be so? Those of us who are, doing what we got to do in these times, getting the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, we know that the things that are coming to the earth are justified, right? Because the way that the world is being ran is being ran by the ways of the wicked, and the wicked have, and the wicked man, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, has seduced the whole world into following after his ways of wickedness. So just like the scripture says, for wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, the Lord will not hold his tongue anymore, man. So, well, the Lord is about to enact his vengeance on this place, man. And Lord, when we be a part of that number, we be saved and delivered out of it. But what? All this has to come, man. The Lord is going to leave neither root nor branch here as it pertains to the wicked and the wicked ways and philosophies of this world, man. And then he's going to usher in a new kingdom, right, Lord, when we be a part of that, ushering in the kingdom on the first go-around. So let's get some more on the day of the Lord. Yep, this is Joel chapter 2, verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Right? It says, blow ye the trumpet in Zion. Zion being what? Meaning Israel, right? And sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Again, that holy mountain being Israel. Blowing the trumpet, sounding an alarm, that's what we're doing. The men of the Lord, starting off with the apostles, elders, great millstone, and all the sincere brothers on down, preaching the truth and sincerity, and diligence in the truth, right? So, that alarm is being blown. These shows that we're putting up, these videos that we're putting up day in and day out, right, are us warning the people, trying to edify the people as to what's to come, right? It reads on, let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. So the day of the Lord is a day to tremble at, man. Right? It's not a day that we know that the Lord is coming back angry, man. Of course, we know the Lord is coming to deliver his elect. But, hey, even Lord willing we be a part of that number, even the elect is going to be nervous and afraid of the power of the Lord when he returns, man. And the things that we're going to have to go through, because we're going to go through these times that the Lord is going to bring before he returns, man. So, hey, it's going to be, we're not going to worry because, we know we got Yahweh Shem Yahushua on our side. But, the things that we're going to see is going to be things that we've never seen before, man. Especially here in the Americas, man. Let's get... Let's get 2 Thessalonians chapter 3. Oh, slacking. Nope. Slacking, bear with me 1 second. Yep, slacking. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1, and it reads, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. Verse 2, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. So the day of the Lord is going to come when majority of our people, when they least expect it, man, right? But those who have been measuring up the times diligently, right, and getting the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding now why it's accessible to us, right, we're not going to be taken off guard. We're not going to be caught with our pants down, Lord willing we be a part of that number, because we're seeing the signs that we're measuring up the times with what the scriptures say, man. So it reads on, verse 3, for when they shall say peace and safety, Then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. And all these things are what? Are a part of, these things have to happen before the Lord actually returns. But what? These are all the things that the Lord is going to have set up in these times, man, to happen, man. Because when the Lord unleashes all hell on this place, man, it's going to be sudden, man. That word sudden means quick, fast, swift, unexpectedly. The Lord is going to have these calamities and woes happen to our people when they least expect it, man. Right, and it's going to be as a woman travaileth with child. When the woman going to birth, right, those contractions, one after another, after another, after another, right, and it can't be stopped until that baby comes. And that baby is symbolic for what? The 200 million ICBM nuclear warheads are going to touch down the Americas, man. You know, and that's all going to lead up, because when the Americas are being destroyed by this Third World War, the Lord is going to simultaneously save his elect, man. He's going to do all that with the chariots and the angels. He's going to come back and gather up his elect and destroy this place at the same time, man. Right? And that's how the Lord's coming, man. The Lord's coming. The Lord ain't coming with peace, love, and hugs, man. It says, this destruction cometh upon them, sudden destruction. These people are not going to know what hit them, man, because they took the day of the Lord as something that's light, man. But really, it's a day of darkness and gloominess. And the scriptures say that the slain of the Lord shall be many. Let me get that real quick. And then I'm a little willing closing on out. This is Isaiah 66, verse 15, and it reads, for behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind. Right? The Lord's going to come with fire, because what? It's going to come with those nuclear missiles, right? Which is his weapon as well, right? And then he's going to come down with those chariots like a whirlwind, with their concentrated fire beams coming from the bottom of them, zapping people to dust, man, like you see in World at War with Tom Cruise, right? A whirlwind comes to destroy. Those chariots are the angelic vehicles that the Lord uses, man, what the word ignorantly calls UFOs. Right? It reads on, to render his anger with fury, is rebuked with flames of fire. The Lord is coming back furious, man. He's coming to rebuke with flames of fire. Why? Because in these times, he's rebuking you through his men with his words, but nobody is taking heed. So when the Lord comes back, he's rebuking with flames of fire, man. It reads on, verse 16, for by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh. That word plead goes into the judge, right? He's going to judge all flesh. And the slain of the Lord shall be many. So what? Those that say, oh, only the Lord can judge me. This is how the Lord is coming back to judge, right? He ain't coming to talk, right? It says the slain of the Lord shall be many. Slain, past tense, for to slay. To slay means to kill. So the amount of people that the Lord is going to kill is an innumerable amount, man. That's how the Lord is coming back. Hey, Lord willing, that was edifying. I'm going to go ahead and close it out. Peace and love to your elect. Shalom.